What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video. Today we got more sled content for you. So a little background. 2018, this is a Skidoo 850. It was a 165, but now it's a home built 154 Expert. So 146 tunnel, 154 3-inch. Pretty basic. It's got a Silberturbo running about 6 pounds of boost. A couple other little goodies that we've done on the channel. But as you can see right here, this is sad looking turbo right now. We got the kit tore apart and we're gonna hop right into it. We're gonna show you guys why. Now, first things first, I'm gonna pop a picture up right now as I'm talking of what the old exhaust looked like. So it was the big Silber's pipe. It had a quiet can muffler on it. These were like the original Gen 1 turbo kits they did for these Gen 4s. So, you know, it had good noise, good quiet. But I wanted something different just because we have to wrench on this sled here so much. I found it an inconvenience. Just looking at this again. So when you had to pop the chain case apart, you couldn't access bolts. This bolt right here was a big issue. So I was constantly pulling this turbo on and off just to work on the sled. If you saw the videos from last year, we worked on that thing so much in the bush. Broke down a couple times, so I wanted this. Right here, this is the Silberturbo. This is their race can. Most of their pipes come with this stock now, or the turbo kits. Mine didn't, and a lot of guys have the big muffler like I had as well. I reached out on social media, found a guy that wanted to trade straight across. He wanted a little bit more quiet, I wanted ease of working, and really I don't care. Loud can works for me. Does suck when you're hungover though. But this video, I want a little bit of information for you guys. If you guys are wanting to do this upgrade to your turbo kit, there is a few things you have to know. As I found out today, I drove about 6 hours to go get this right here. We ran into issues. So this is your bottom piece. We're just gonna bring it over to the sled here. So nice thing about this is it drops in really well compared to that big muffler I had. So when you have the pipe into place, kind of like I do, don't mind it's not perfectly lined up, but you guys will get the picture. So imagine the turbo comes up a little bit better. That's how that pipe sits. So see how you have a ton more access to the chain case. You can actually see your rewind, stuff like that. A lot better clearances. Notice this right here. See how this has an angle to it? Well, what we found out today, if you look at this pipe here, you know, this is my old pipe. Part of the old kit that I had, of course, because it's this like brown color. When you set this on here, it doesn't really line up very well. And that's half because I'm going to have to rotate the turbine housing by the looks of it. But this comes straight out. So we'll come over here to the bench. Right here, this is where your wastegate sits, right? So your wastegate index is on this piece. So imagine you have a 90 degree on there. See how this sucker comes straight out? So if you have this pipe sitting right like that, see how you have a straight 90? See how that one's at a curve? So this upper pipe for the quiet can muffler is different than this race pipe. I will show you right like here. We'll go back over to the bench. Here is the quiet can. Here's the race one. See that angle difference here? See how this flange comes at like a 35 or 40 degree angle? This one, 90 degree. So, big thing that's important, if you're gonna order that race pipe from Silber's, you have to order this too. It's an upper pipe. So this right here is gonna run you about $200. That right there is gonna run you about $500 Now this is US, so you're gonna be $1,000 Canadian by the time you get it to your house. Or at least that's for me. I live in Alberta. So if you can reach out on social media to people, you will be amazed that people actually want the quiet can, not the race can. Vice versa. So yeah, this saves me a lot of money. This kit right here needs some adjustments just to make this work. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna fit this pipe up. I'm gonna get all the band clamps. We're gonna mock this turbo kit with my turbo. And then, yeah, kind of once I get to that point, I will show you guys where we're at. And I'll go over what I had to do with you guys. So hang tight. So last night, I went ahead, I got this turbo kit all put back together. So let's check that out for you guys. If you guys are doing this, one thing to note, be patient. This takes quite a lot of finesse to get it done. What you'll want to do, get all your clamps kind of done, but leave them loose. Like, make sure you'll be able to turn them by hand. There's a lot of little twists that you have to make, mainly to get this wastegate back into place. But it's not really bad to do. It's quite easy. It just takes some time. Takes a little bit of effort. Now, if you pull the turbo out and do it on the bench, probably a ton easier than doing it on the sled. But nonetheless, we got her done. So there's kind of a first look for you guys. I'll show some pictures if I have of just how that pipe sat down in there, but it was quite big. Now you can see we got lots of room on both sides. It's actually away from the paneling quite more, so I won't have any issues. We were having issues. This side panel was getting super hot. Also the outside panel. So yeah, no, this will be good. It'll get more heat out. We do have a turbo blanket coming for this thing. It's ordered. It'll be here in a little bit. Plus, see how this is just plastic split loom. I never really did anything with that, but I have some heat resistant loom coming. So we're gonna wrap all our hoses, wrap all the wires up. Even this stuff, where it's just plastic, we're gonna redo all this. Make it really good, try and get as much heat out of this sled. Now, something I've been really wanting to do is redo the intake. It's just so long, and then it comes up, and then it goes in the hood. The hood has this big air box in it. All it is it's way more air that the turbo has to pull to actually get air. So we're gonna shorten that up. We're gonna try to anyways. So yeah, what we're gonna do now, we'll do a quick fire up, let you guys hear this new exhaust. Of course, we can't really run it just with the track being down on the ground and get you guys a good sound clip, but you'll hear it rumble. Okay, so moving on with this video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna do a compression check on the motor. So to do this, don't mind the lighting, I'm just using this light to hopefully get you guys some better vision. So other lighting might be kind of shit. But we're gonna use this. This is my Mac compression tester. So it's got, of course, your things. These act as your spark plugs. They go into the hole. And then you have your gauge that hooks up to that. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull the spark plugs out. I like doing them with only the one tester in. So leave the other hole empty. It's just easier to pull it over. And then of course we'll switch the tester over to the other hole. So So to pull the plugs, I just use a wiggle, 3/8 ratchet, 5/8. That'll let you get onto this one, this outer plug. Just break it loose with the ratchet. Keep your swivel on, and then just use an extension. That'll let you get the inside. And then we'll just spin these out. There, I got a brand new gauge on. I didn't like that other one, so we'll try this again. Okay, so that cylinder, we're about 140 pounds. This is the other side. We'll give it 3 good pulls, see where we're at. Okay, fuck it, we'll give it 5. So, looking at this one, we're about the same, 140 pounds. So, both cylinders are good. Alright, so 140 PSI on both cylinders. That is awesome for this sled. You know, that's a good number to have. So I'm happy about that. With knowing that, now I'm fully confident. Turn the boost up this year for it. We're going to try and put the 7-pound spring in, but you guys will see that in a later video. With that, let's just have another look here at our gauge setup. So I did throw another gauge on from what I had. Just the other one was off a little bit. This is brand new. But here's kind of how this works. So you have your gauge, comes up, and then I don't know. Yeah, there you go. So you just thread this in where your spark plugs go. So you do that on each side. This one's got just a little quick connect, so you can disconnect it. Super good things to have, you know. You don't need the high-end Mac one like I have. It's not necessary. I just had it, so that's what I got. So yeah, one thing before I end off the video here, I just want to show you guys quick. I know I talked that we're going to be doing intake modifications. I'm going to just go through it quick. So the old intake, don't mind that. I was just running it because I went and washed it. You might be able to see that it's clean. But this old pipe, so this hose here, it used to come up, go through here, came out here, made a loop, and then went into the factory air box. Now, we got hood pieces there. We'll come over to here. You guys probably already saw what we did. But, yeah, let's just have a look at this. And this right here. You know, that's got to be 2-3 pounds of plastic and crap. So that was the old intake. It would come in there, make that big loop, and then that's where it came in. This is garbage. It's just garbage. And of course, that's where your upper side panel clips are too. So right here, you can see mine's broke, but it should look like that. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna just build some out of aluminum, because yeah, even this one's cracked. They're just junk. So what I did, come over here, we'll actually take this back to the sled. So that's your air box, or intake box, I guess you'd call that. So yeah, I cut it out, and then I took that flange that it originally used, and just hot glued it all into place. Hot glue and a little bit of silicone. Yeah, so now instead of making that long trip around the block, now it literally just comes straight up from the turbo, makes a hard 90, and then comes in here. The reason I went with this big flange here, you can kind of see that that doesn't go in perfectly, but stock uses this little guy. So that's all I'm going to use. It's on the suction side, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But you can see your hose maybe in there. I don't know, lighting's bad, but you kind of see where it comes in. So we'll do a little bit of cleaning up. We'll try this. If it works out, good. If not, you know, we'll change it up. We can do that. But thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.